player baako so far we impress ne pa ne modern boy so nani eyo no ya Toure no Chelsea midfielder abrante friend say Caicedo enti se wo check Premier League aye ba ono ya Toure no player nani gi ne ho a ne performance aso no ya Toure ani no Chelsea player abrante friend say Caicedo and asama ya Toure aka ne ken me ne ya Toure adwen more than 100%. Obi a ohwe football onye bias or the facts and figures ebe kasa obeye critical analysis na wahwe ball no wahwe ni yie pa no one ya Toure be ya adwen because ball na ye bo ni sese no akra na ye friend say Caicedo no from Brighton ebe abesi Chelsea no akra na timi develop ya ma sese ye ka midfielders omo ye ade ewo Europe midfielders omo ye ade ewo world football at large me nya sure say obi we bo be yi Caicedo dim ade afri enti se ne obeti se wei ebo Caicedo din abo nabaso obi ebo Caicedo abaso a show the kind of performance a Caicedo ede emaye and ken me no mienu ni obi ohwe football bi enim se Caicedo ayenim no ne talent ne quality de untimi in question obi ahwe Chelsea ball obi ahwe Caicedo enya me na me betena ha sei aka Caicedo ha wo fa so esi akan se ode no kra ka se ma ken Caicedo ne de ball no onimbo so the major question was obusa ho ne say edi enti na say Caicedo ne modern mono apagya akosoro saa di enti na say Caicedo obi ebo ne din wo wiase afa na nyina say ye pemi foda ba ko wetimi watch me a performance awosoro a ye Caicedo enkin to me ade a aboa Caicedo ama ne ball no apagya pa no ye nyoma mienu the level of improvement e wo Caicedo football ye ka level of improvement a comprehensive development of a player across every aspect of the game. And to say ne Caicedo no si akan every aspect of the game se Caicedo etimi improve. And to say Chelsea si akan na Caicedo ejina go pramane so a the technical skills of Caicedo ye hu improvement. And to ne Caicedo jibo ni control class asesa ni shooting ability asesa. And to na say wo se Caicedo shego a hwe baby ayi ogina ene kwan ofa so eshuti enti ni shooting ability mpokra no say wetimi improve no ne passes mpokra na timi improve that's the reason why baby ayabo Premier League na bedu assistance now ono Caicedo wetimi ma 633 passes emu 91% completed enti say wo check Caicedo a say ne technical skills improvement aba the physical condition ye hu improvement ne stamina level when we say improve the intensity a Caicedo de be game ase no eno ano de be wie Chelsea timi si akan na won say players no mo stamina intensity na drop it by Caicedo de na end drop it so we check in speed and agility I say physical condition wetimi improve ni game intelligence and understanding etimi improve so the first thing ne Caicedo ama ne ball ne kosoro pa no how Caicedo ken wetimi improve as a player every aspect of the game wetimi improve the second thing the consistency level. Se o pese wiase ji utum se wonim ball ba. Ade ba ko ehia pa ne ye se. Time bia no performance no obetima to aso saa. Enye se obema good performance ne. Ade bechi na wa drop it. Ade bechi no apagya. Eye se ankofo nya wo mugidie. By say wo check Chelsea bobo konim. Na wo pe player ba ko a in terms of consistency level e wosra abrante fence Caicedo. Maybe throughout the season. Ontimi perform at the same rate. By majority of games a Caicedo be si akan no unsa branch in time bia no or ma ni a performance enti se ne ya Toure ese player wetimi impress no and modern boss so ani e wo Chelsea bobo konim and Premier League obeyi abrante fence Caicedo a me ne ya Toure ya dream because ken as it stands now one of the most improved midfielders e world football e ya abrante fence Caicedo dia kan ye se obeji nkru wa kese no se league or GB Champions League or GB na sa pija Caicedo level no e dey different level Yaya Toure spot on one of the most improved players Europe and world football brand fence Caicedo se wo kopie mo Bayern fo ani age because omo key player baako Musiala yebo FIFA Club World Cup and okopra game against PSG na eniji se me wo Bayern nyina na ye say date omo de ma brand fence say Musiala no Omuse omuche rate or recover na obetima bantam pokra no ahead of date decide say Musiala ebeba enti omu hwe anim akọ say by December mu hodie no date ni pokra beba nanim Aye niji sem edima abrante friend say Musiala ana Bayern bobuku no. This season Bayern for target ni say omo begu so dominate Germany. No ma saba Europe aba dominate Europe. And so metima ye sadie na e wo so munye omo key players ni na so be available for selection. And so what kwan ya Bayern for ase this season out of almost 17 games omo boy in all competition. Omo win 16 a draw 1. As 58 goals. A true team was ye this season. Bayern bobuku no. Pekin obi bi ohwe Bayern bia begia to mu say ye ka key player back wo Bayern setup say oye fully fit na or form na or match fitness or add a lot to Bayern setup Musiala eka ho bi. And so Musiala esi akan dia ma Bayern na about the final third na on the creative hub edema team friend say Bayern creative hub in a sense say Bayern attack here ono na time bia no dictate a game ni dem Bayern our the final third on the main orchestra edema Bayern our the final third. That's the reason why I call Bayern na yesi Musiala and the creative hub edema Bayern bobuku no enti say ne abrantie friend say Musiala say returning from injury na obegeni match fitness no asaba benya ne form unim so be ade a lot to Bayern setup no already check the form and the performance of Hurricane. Check abrantie friend say Michael Olise form and then the performance Luis Diaz form and then the performance so ken Musiala mpo cry out no twe Bayern attack o kwan afa so aye sharp e kwan o mo fa so she goals so imagine say upon sa former Hurricane mu nyina wo na Musiala ba be ka setup nim na unya Hurricane say o operate as the main number 9 na wanya Michael Olise o operate on the right wing na wanya Luis Diaz o operate on the left wing na wanya Jamal Musiala o say gina Hurricane echi a imagine Bayern team no how o attack ne be ye sharp omo bench e be say ready because say na Musiala ni ho no company use Serginabri as the number 10 and to say Musiala say return no abeje number 10 position na Serginabri mpokra say free bench e ba unim say o say be ade a lot so Musiala na o say Banikin or say be ade a lot to Bayern setup no say teams ni be shia Bayern na Musiala wom no won former unim say o ko shia team on ability to create and score no e be sa akosoro after say Barcelona wi o mo training no ana Hansi Flick di nkomo kakra omo busan the condition of Pedri ana Hansi Flick say eye no kre aka kakra bi omo twen medical green light ne say Pedri betimi aba beka the main squad no ho no ma ye training na omo training nyina no Pedri a recover very well omo training nyina no omo mpre omo ho enka se chenchi na Pedri embeka team no ho be ye training no mbesi akan but omo twen se Pedri ebe ye 100% fit and sa no metimi involve no e wo games mu ana eye team training no by assistance now abrante fen se Pedri ene ono nko na ye ni training a wan koka group no ho enti omo twen se obeye 100% fit and utie asema Hansi Flick kan ya eye ne kwan so apepepe because Pedri one player ken e predi ni nyache Barcelona for abre ana ometimi ama recently Pedri etimi stay fit wetimi abo more minutes enti se Pedri asa akopra na o se be recover ye mpre ye ho emfa Pedri nsamba mbesi akan because time be na was prioritizing long term development and as a long term fitness ahead of or short term the obenya enti Barca for say omo mpre omo ho kra so be use Pedri I just why 100% fit na medical team na ma green light ken Hansi Flick e baye no player ba ko a wenya more minutes abo under Hansi Flick e Pedri before say Pedri ba be pra no na Hansi Flick abo 73 games Pedri nko abo mu 72 emu ba ko pena na wa mese sa 72 games no e 5745 minutes ana na wabo enti chese na Barcelona ye adwuma ye e wo Pedri fitness ne so enti se Pedri say ba me ye Barcelona ni abesi cross because Hansi Flick ne tactical setup no the key coordinator e wo Barcelona positional play ana central control no e ya Brante fen say Pedri Frankie de Jong wo ho by the reason why I can say Pedri ana ye the key coordinator ana on ye central control ni ye say among Barcelona midfielders ni nyina no Pedri netimi combine the three key movements and the dominating in finfio football ye bono ye can movement in football as a player ye will key three key movements the first key movement a skill based movements and ye what tactical movements and ye what foundational movements Pedri is the only player of Barcelona or combining foundational movements tactical movements and a skill based movements and it dominated the central midfield area. And it's how your Barcelona coach now play or use the movement and the dominating fin say ba ubesi cross okay. But the good thing here say Barcelona for say omo mpre omo ho agye Sabrante na aye 100% fit oma targete Barcelona against Chelsea na Pedri ba be si akanti e betwe Frankie de Jong Abrante friend say Fermin Lopez then oba benya Pedri against Enzo Fernandez Caicedo e won film.
Okay, so Pedri ye behwe no so ko share Chelsea for na ene ye behu ana ye timi fe no asese no
onye fit
onye fit ene manu ko Stamford Bridge ho
obebo kakra but onye fit
se sa o you are no mo de ye obi afim we pra na onye fit sa
na so mobo Pedri bobo achi
me hwe on Chelsea na me de ba
me pa chonya botre bobo achi
Madrid ye na ma hu ne ye ma me nsama na another big game back na me fa na
yes I will not be fair to him o hwe former Caicedo Enzo Fernandez mo ewa what you say how sharp they are now
Osasuna mo
no, but the context of the conversation is that he's been out for a while on mobile nti say the first game now they ebe judge the performance you will not be fair to him what to say him fan say Kopama nyame adomna say no ho tono na obebo sa game ni bia I cannot sit here and say Kopama we who's into onyande that way say you will not be fair to the player what ideally kebenya in Chelsea ehye the midfielder in Caicedo of course for a fairness there Juma
me for example bi abasisi na
there here what are
you ko echi na wa won go dey to aso
pacho there here mami
go dey to aso
oh there is something like that so
let me enko
yen to aso ya me sure
fairness enko
ade e fa wan hwa
go dey to aso
say be crazy me that second Lewandowski issue aba from Enra this Polish journalist Sebastian watchere book afa Lewandowski ho na information a ewo book ni making kan bia fine na no kwasem ewom ni se nsam ni bia ewo book ni mu no bebre na ye damning bebre na so ye eniema ni bi wo ho a me feel say na ni hu kwan se epie but interestingly epie wo book ni mu inti atwetwe nkofo aso kakra anopa na making kan bi ba ko say yi omukọ match day bi na se bi omukọ didi a enam agu aduane no so no na isa Lewandowski went to ask the chef na say sikeni ho I mean
any team ben
basa
Lewandowski asema o kan no na no hye
insam ni bi wo ho a
se ba se nyes kan mo aduane ni
se enam nusa
na se nam nusa je se aduane nenye
also koye complaints a chef na say na
sikeni ho mo de beto aduane ma nkora na di Barcelona
in some way book we mu no die
Lewandowski ana bi ge nyes ano kai nyes ano tre
me ba cho
ana me na makas na ye de aduane ma na se nam nusa na ko bi sa na sikeni wa o ma me de aduane si wo ko ye o se nam sa o sikeni bi anyway de to na ma anyway aduane no
e de munye
say enam ne boy say
ya ma wa aduane no
okay hwe
sa ba sa nkura na kom Lewandowski ana ko kan sa
yeah book no omo draw book no as soon as possible na Sebastian no me nya no one me pese me bisa na say why na ke kan san sam na Lewandowski na ke ka kire no ana say
obi twere ho book a enya wo na be man information one of the information be man ono ana de ka kire
in some ni bia no ohye na one of the conversation about Bontin is say 2023 Barcelona ne Bayern Munich for agree contracts e hye mu say Lewandowski share 25 league goals wa e was Barcelona could 2.2 million euros edema Bayern Munich Lewandowski share 23 goals na aka 2 games na yiwie o share the rate at which ana Lewandowski share goals no a na un say obehye a hit sa 25 no until Lewandowski share 25 I was Barca could 2.2 million euros and come Bayern Munich according to the book. Some penyifo ne friend Lewandowski say krache goalkeeper wa GV woni Benzema na Benzema kra na ba mu obu inti make sure say won she goal bi say no kra say nya no kra ampampa Lewandowski na washe goal against Espanyol or 2 goals as at match day 34. Against Ross of Yadad or goal. Against Valladolid or goal. Sa some no mo catch Lewandowski ni say no ampampa against Mallorca, against Celta Vigo. Last 2 games, Lewandowski and Shego Amabas and Gutuis can farmer by Munchen. See, and some number say, not just say a deliberate. And a book near alleged against Barcelona. It's a Barcelona just say, rather Barcelona is save 2.2 million euros because Lewandowski share go no one. Because some Gutuis can buy Munchen. In some way, etaba pa na me maka say football clubs no we need to understand say omo ye business entity so senya wutie me abia wo edum wo cycle wo run wo shop wo baby you want to gain profits. Football clubs, they are also business entities. Sometimes omo take a decision a bebo mankasa clubs they are selfish. You need to understand that. I'll give you one example. Antoine Griezmann. 2019 Abasa Kofano. Sasikano Mutia de Basa 120 million euros for Antoine Griezmann. Oba Basa Anfa. Unim deal ekoye. Barcelona loaned him back to Atletico Madrid. And on a deal said 2 years kobo loan. Name cross a 50% of Atletico Madrid games. Sir Antoine Griezmann ebo na sa games ni na obo more than 45 minutes. And was say right after the loan deal see a year Atletico Madrid mumbe to yama Barcelona 40 million euros. Tio. Sanka some bien ho Atletico Madrid what ton akoda na 120 million. Barca the number loan. Cobra never to 40 million euros. Win the Atletico Madrid for year first season. Obo boni second season. What can I say now tire stories say? Yo Antoine Griezmann afi omo bo bioma Atletico Madrid obeba no office bench aba no office bench aba Atletico Madrid for ne year sa clause of just 50% no omontua deliberately they did not do that. Inti ye loan deal you know Antoine Griezmann had to return to Barcelona okwai the same Atletico Madrid so call Barca waka say yenye renegotiations ade what one dia dey am 120 million. Me dey ashem say what the boy no nko bremi 40 million and let's come and say 40 million gra on tua because clause no say na man pa ho owie no ne Barcelona kwa negotiations on tua 20 million on clubs are just like that. Miami, Manchester City, Kuzanov story about Mountain say so about 10 games I was a City comma lengths of 45 million. Say a year no cre say no cre akwane ball 9 games obi enim de see ye Kuzanova obat Manchester City within a short period obeboa City na fe na boy ni bobo ni bio meboa about 9 games baako omo clap bueno City fan kotia. So these stories it comes up hwe Abola for 2 years ago our Portugal. You remember the story they did about Darwin Núñez? Said Darwin Núñez so now was say almost 60 games at the Liverpool. Liverpool coach 5 million dima Benfica. They say maso. These stories it normally comes up. Say a bar na clubs na ba be deny. But miraculously, obon say afa place no mo bo ni biu. Me feel say clubs dey omo selfish pa. Say drum pempen so obi no feel say ebia 1 game, ebia 1 goal. Ebetinye save no sika onye. They will tell the coach master catch him. Either say play no we pra na so make catch say coach ni hu bibi. Because I remember the Antoine Griezmann conversation. Diego Simeone kept on lamenting and said, "Oh no, dear, konyaya." Ika Griezmann bebo, but that time no. About 60 minutes a pet na fin Antoine Griezmann aba sa winchia. It's Lewandowski situation no okay. Basam ben confirming story no. But way back 2 years ago, Asamni seems to prepare because the last 2 games Lewandowski did not score the goals. Interest Lewandowski, he kept on scoring. One shot goals in the view, and he able to do this level. Me sure said the next thing you say send here one ready ya oko sell company player on town ma clubs no obi bi omu nyina atum komo no ase enti say wo ya now the clauses is shemwa appearance no de Saudi appearance be shima chese player no ye player the club cannot drop him but so a player obetimi rotating the kakra master forget it ombe wiao ken ya mon komo kakra mati the Ian Wright's emotional statement. Na nkomo bi say no media na me uncomfortable but some way Ken Ian Wright is saying say be Jude Bellingham or any patun 20 na omoye ni sa na wa realize ye we say ye nuan ma tuntun for no say abrofo ne be pe wasam a media for ne be pe wasam a chisa okotokoto mo te said the ngolo konto yi ne eso no so ngolo ni nyina ne say obre ne ho ase ede ma wo mo ohia wo okotokoto mo saa no mususu se bi oye nipa tuntum e wo se wo ye na mom ye nwanum nipa tuntum fo no a wo bo ball ade bia wo pagya wo abeti agi wo di no de bia ye begina wo so ye mpe wasam e no de Jude Bellingham de na example say and now no England e ball Jude why born ben Ayabaya story tell say omo kan say Jude Bellingham wan celebrate goal Jude Bellingham OPA free mu no na washada asa ne buafu but the video evidence showed say ayen tro and no mutwedu Jude Bellingham so and then you right and then atu a dividing opinion e wo England sisi obi e kan wasem na mam so me fama ntum bi kakra ken he media Mrs. Racism them say a big jay furious and a furious co. Minya sure and I will vehemently disagree say yen ya no more UK for no more years. They are not two. A nipa ni mu bi kakre bi through our media space ni mu na yes ah. Majority me joy yase. Yen ya no do na wa UK no. Omo nyesa ha o. But there are few ones among them. And say, I will not, by sitting on radio and television and say, Nipa Kitsua Bina Ayas and represents the entire country.
Utia right here. We are not journalists in Central for no commerce.
Oh, Ken. SSC Bebri.
So, Waboboni Bida.
Yeah.
And a Krumonoti.
Oh, SSC Bebri. Raheem's telling. Okoye tattoo. Or did to na now. Send me see Dean at them. Meanwhile, Raheem's telling say to no de to na now no.
Saka se penalty.
Waka Saka ngwa. Sa Euro 2020 no. Saka say no. Jadon Sancho Rashford. Hwede omo de yom.
Nti no more refer say Hurricane say tia France mo free mo.
Omo kasa. SSC bebre. I remember very well Tosin Adarabia you. Time now Manchester City. Auto fear de mame. E de mame. 2 million. Oh, Tosin Adarabia you obi a headline I'm say Tosin na omo bo ni bi. Would you 25,000 pounds a week? Akoto fear de mame. They were questioning him. And Drew afene end in October mu baby. Sa year na and a few folding at all. The same similar house at the man mami 2 million no mu hele no akoda kits here wadwene mami ho awatofi. There are series of examples to show off. Sebi Ken Jack Grealish is a munu away do England the last 2 years. Drink sana camera dano so Ken okay. Sir Jack Grealish me kana me dia kensi asem so say Sterling ne da sa asuban ne dia nkana race ni beko sen. Won't say in a way to defend Jack Grealish. You know what they did? Oh, Pep Guardiola now say Jack Grealish bobo. Jack Grealish no not only bobo. Pep Guardiola style no. And the ANC to Jack Grealish now. Pep Guardiola SA wingers forgetting say one of the best wing plays in the history of Premiership. Pep Guardiola assembled Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling. Even Raheem Sterling as a player scored 120 goals under Pep Guardiola. Now, in defense of Jack Grealish, in some way now, or you know, yeah, the Kwaku should be. If it had been Sterling, can come over because so. Instead, there have been several examples to show. Say, Ebia, say Uyobi. Now I dream kwa sanye mane su bebre. You can connect the dots to say, SSC bebre. E would see minimum. Eto yen yandom na sebi omo ye ko no a. Enyo omo sa. But me no me feel say. Enya media phone nyina there are few individuals who are omo na yes but ken and also so nkyerɛ sɛ because the more we dwell on it one when you baba it is omo nyina net sa
Debi nipa
sa few individuals na was say pressure no call mo so no mo njai sa de no mo ye in the case hwɛ na no England e bobo Eberechi Eze as a beautiful goal obi abo Eberechi Eze abaso na won centre na ekogina Eberechi Eze nim say Eberechi Eze go na wo hye no wo bo feel food na baso ana
for so your system
where you assist boy ya put na nche piam no mo precise pass no eja Eberechi I mean how will you do that
a few journalists na yes big
Ken
I know you do the na just in a room sir
Ken finally Barcelona after more than 2 years go back to the Spotify company akwakusi akan na menye sure say there is any way Barcelona be go back to the company akusi akan with certain key players a be more enjoying and better than some benya Lewandowski and Rafinha they aka team na ho do Pedri ni ho no kre but reports are about say Tuesday and Wednesday, Rafinha and Lewandowski are full scale training with the entire team until there's some sort of positivity and so on. Ken say ball at your favorite venue for more than 2 years. Now Okobaka, at least you would want it to be a memorable opportunity. Say supporters never kai. Say you know time I hear company na if you on for more than 2 years, you go back no. Your first game I go boy or honum. Ye ne be obawo ye share omo e ma ni je bae it will be person will be just supporters that kind of memory now linger in their minds forever. One guy say about contribution directly 3 goals and then 2 assists until clearly and found say in his absence Marcus Rashford a ball yes or bow that flank but Rashford performance was Barcelona especially off the ball. Ultimate fan to Rafinha the end looking at the numbers from our last season and the Odiama this season and Sana Opera. It's these 2 players. Ebe available Diama Barcelona Bobo Kono. Omo the enough strength and quality. Ebe kati mine hwa. Omo ko Spotify come for the first time after 2 years. Now players will be see a kind. Diama Barcelona Bobo Kono for the first time after 2 months. No, me jidi se supporters ni benya something good to take home. No one has smiles on their face when these players are returning. Okay, moving on. There is one player our Bundesliga anymore. Origin din pa Angelo Stella. Player and performance was through open one of the best players in the Bundesliga this season. Ultimately mona unyinim film a free last season ever. He's a defensive midfielder, a third about the central midfield role. Now Manchester United a defensive midfielders. And our branch ni din ka ho. Say United nyano a ope. Ya te se Real Madrid nsusu nya branch na ope. And ansem choni bi ni na kwakwa di nkomo okukwam and a pair report say ba say akwara ne say obepe a move to Real Madrid than so obe join Manchester United bo boko no me jetum say we as obi a on a preference but so your footballer especially players to say Stella wasi so na unya din bebre e mo bra bebre wo football mu a o move bia obe make bia no should be a mover and the progression be about football career mu. Menkasa Real Madrid is the right destination or the right choice. Name you look at the kind of competition I go face with Real Madrid. Who a player only established our world football. Going into a club like Real Madrid, the defensive midfield role, Tchouaméni. This time around, one of the most improved players of Real Madrid, Bobo Konimini Tchouaméni. Competing. There is no guarantee so betimia fasa sports no the position ne diabo. Debi. 24 years. Tchouaméni was 25. Onya kokra no waka se chenechi oba be retire na when your opportunity abebo. And your central midfield rule. Other players you are going to compete with, Federico Valverde, Camavinga, any other players are better than the amount. It is joining the Real Madrid club. Mimi feel say it wouldn't be a choice of a player. No, say trophies any at the that is the right destination. But play any progression, he should be looking at Manchester United rather. Man United defensive midfielder Casemiro. The Casemiro we are talking about, 33 years. And this is Oba. Na Casemiro bo. Na unya kwanya mumpa. We rest assured say abros why season. Casemiro be kwa mo fasa position no. Central midfield role. Why na only be compete Bruno. Bruno also was 31. There is no guarantee so also a lot of years for Manchester United. Kobe Manu, Manuel Ugarte, these are not players on the competition. That was our position. No, it's upper baby Obenya Biabo. Now the progression as a footballer there. On to see Manchester United. A horn on the Bebuano for the right progression. But the young crew are all pedia. And your Madrid and Ney, a bit of fun in crew than Manchester United.
United budget trophy da ben. O sha o check it.
Ken Yenwe season we answer.
Next 4 years.
Yenwe season we answer.
Okay.
We are near.
Meba betwa so ho eno ye de tie na nche booking course ne ba meba to opanyina ba bedu okoya report Club Brugge Barcelona ya double elfia ya double okay mama for we to just 3 days power crusade and prayer festival Basso den any Archbishop Dr. Asari Bediakon or the general overseer our resurrection power and living bread ministry global Evangelist Kofi Job, Ghana's leading road contractor, and Elder Bismarck Amwa Boshe prayer camp. I do Jumadi Kessenebaso 3 days, more rain free, just 3 days, and Jumadi Kessenebaso 26 year till 28, 26 to 28, or month, November year, and Jumadi Nebaso 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Ewo Kumase Jubilee Park. Jubilee Park ewo Kumase enti ya papa Boshe Elder Bismarck Amwa one ya papa Kofi Job contractor ya papa Kofi Job evangelist kese pa kanyame asem and bishop Bishop Dr. Asari Bediakon enti mesro we de so timi do on tan me pa so che date no ana se for date no two team 26 year and jumadi kese ne pastor see next week ma and till 28 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Jubilee Park Damreku ebeba beton John Kwaku JC Dinah Hamilton ebeba sansona Mabel Ochre Dickens Same ba and anchor to omungina PM me part of Fresro 244 6455 58 0244 6455 58 and you jumadi kesene basono my men found to just a show and paying for some more introduce you fu no since they can dey kama chef for some found to just some more improve shell aye V power aye shell fuel aye save and aye shell aye fuel save aye diesel na de wo mina ne say woni say shell fuel save no now it last up to 15 aye kilometers aye longer per tank na say aye auto echepa and aye new improve